Well, it was a dreary start to our Tuesday, but good news is that rain has moved off into west and central Alabama, really now moving almost out of Alabama as a whole. But it did bring some beneficial rain. About 1.5 inches in Starkville, just over 1.5 inches in Columbus. Look at that, Macon, maybe even nearing 2 to 3 inches. So it helped our drought department. It's not going to bust it, but it definitely helped and aided in that drought department. Now, temperature 72 in Columbus, is 70 in Vernon for West Alabama, 70 Starkville, and 69 for our friends in Houston. We'll add a few more degrees on that today. Really, our highs will be in the mid-70s overall. This will be the last warm day, because then fall-like weather and that winter-like weather comes into the forecast. 59 tonight, be the last cool night with partly cloudy skies. Now tomorrow, let's get you out the door. Let's get you off to those 8 a.m.s tomorrow. We'll start off in those mid-60s, like I mentioned, and then we'll warm up only in the low 60s. But do take a note into that wind, northwest wind at 5 to 15 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 20 to 25 miles per hour. But eventually, the gusts are going to lighten up, and that's when we can have some frost or freeze. Now, Thursday morning, Thursday night will be fine, but really Friday morning, we have a frost and freeze possible, widespread frost and freeze on Saturday morning, and then maybe some more frost possible by Sunday morning. Look at that morning low Saturday morning, 33 degrees. That is the night you really want to bring in those plants. And if you have any sensitive plants, bring them in, cover them up if you need to. It's not pipe bursting type cold, but it's definitely kind of a shock to the system, our first freeze of the season. And this will also put an end to the growing season that we have currently. This is looking at the freeze potential for Friday. Now, if you live in West Point to Starkville to Columbus South, you'll probably have some frost. But in these highlighted areas, I do think we could see a freeze in these areas with those temperatures. They get a little lower in the outlining areas, get below freezing, we could have a freeze. Thanksgiving forecast, kind of a preview, let's call it. 50s with showers are possible. It will be a cold and dreary day, but do check back in for updates because this can and will change. 7-day forecast, 73 today, 62 tomorrow. It will be windy, so do take note in that wind. 59 Thursday, 55 Friday. That's the highest we're getting. Some areas toward the Mississippi-Tennessee state line could stay in the 40s all day. 59 for Saturday. It will be a cold Saturday. And then we're warming up into the next work week before Thanksgiving with highs in the lower 70s.